everybody. It's a very special episode today for VikingsOwn Network, episode 11. But first, as usual, we're going to answer questions with the man, Terrance Akers.
Hello, I am Terrance, and our first question is from Mookow002. His question is, who is the best rookie on the Vikings?
That's a good question. You could say it's Ponder, but he is unproven.
He hasn't played.
I am going to go with Kyle Rudolph, the tight end. He is showing proof that he is a very talented player. His abilities are off the charts for the potential of the future.
I think all our rookies are amazing and will all be future MVPs.
All right, what does the next question read?
This question is from Illini for Life 1. His question is, why do the Vikes always choke? I want to say, name a time the Vikings have choked, and then I'll name a time the Bears have choked.
The Bears equal out the Vikings choking times, if not increasing more.
Every team has choked. We may have just had 3 in a row. Well, maybe you had 3 in a row in the 80s.
And then we would have made fun of you back then.
This question is from Badgers Packers 12. His question is, why does Terrance sound like me?
Why do you sound like Terrance? Isn't that a better question?
Yeah, this is an unnecessary question from a stupid Packer fan. This is a sports show, not a voice show. Because you're 3-0 does not make you better than us.
Alright, next question.
Okay, this question is from our biggest fan, St. Louis Sports News. His question is, who is your second favorite MLB team?
My second favorite MLB team is whoever is playing the White Sox or Tigers. Ha!
My second favorite MLB team, actually, I'm not going to say MLB. My second favorite baseball team, Hawaii College. Okay, our last question is from Warcam2 Eagle. Who's the Vikes starter going to be this year?
Well, by starter, do you mean starting quarterback?
He did not specify, so let's just say all our starters.
Okay, starting quarterback is McNabb as of now.
Adrian Peterson, running back.
Peterson, running back. Harvin, receiver.
Shanko, Rudolph, tight ends.
Yes, it's a solid group. It's all up in the air. If you want to go to defensive, just look at the depth chart online. But now we've got to get to our main show. We've got a special guest that's going to be on. We're going to call him up.
Okay, we're going to call Jimmy Davis. Most times he'll be on a lot. He is from Minnesota, but then in high school he moved to Kansas City. And then he got season tickets with his friend. You want to explain?
He got season tickets with his friend for the Chiefs, so he's back in town. He goes to University of Minnesota now, but he's back in Kansas City going to the Chiefs-Vikings game, cheering on the Vikes. And so he's in Kansas City, but we're going to call him up and have him on the show.
Yep. We met him last year. He was across the hall. He was from our dorm. We met him. We knew right away. He's a big Viking fan. He loves sports. He knows almost as much as us.
He's been dying to be on this show for a long time now, and the dream has come true for him.
Yes, but he happens to be out of town, so it will be on phone, but we'll call him up right now.
Yes, we will, and we will be discussing aspects such as the MLB playoffs. Now we are going to call Jimmy.
It is dialed. He better pick up. He's our good friend. He's in Kansas City for the big game.
Oh, VikingsOwn.
Hey, Jimmy.
What's up, man?
What's up?
How is KC for the big game, Vikings-Chiefs?
Yeah. Do the fans want to know a little bit about me?
We already explained it all. So let's you can tell them your favorite MLB, NFL, and college teams.
My favorite NFL and college teams are the Minnesota Vikings and Minnesota Golden Gophers.
Let's
I
go.
was in Minnesota until I was 14, and I was always a Gopher fan. Moved to Kansas City. I'm going to Minnesota now, though, so my old Kansas City friend took me up with tickets.
That's got to be great. I wish I could be at Arrowhead right now.
It's great.
Tailgating.
I go to every game, no matter what.
That is so cool. Okay.
Yes.
Well, our first question is for you to please explain your NL side of the playoffs in the MLB.
What was it again?
Explain your predictions for the NL in the MLB playoffs.
Well, in the NL, in the Cardinals Phillies series, I think the Cardinals are going to pull off a major upset over the Phillies. They're hot. They've got the talent. And I think the Phillies are going to be a little bit cocky going into it.
That is a good
But,
point.
Yeah, they've got the talent. They're hot. They could be like the 2007 Rockies, who went all the way to the World Series. And then in the D-backs Brewers, I honestly think that's a toss-up. I'm rooting for the D-backs because they're a good story, and I hate the Brewers. I don't know why.
I don't like Wisconsin sports either.
Yeah! Go!
Yeah.
Exactly,
What about
man.
you, VikingsOwn?
Well, in the NL, I think the Phillies will beat the Cardinals. I think it'll be close, though, but the Phillies just have that pitching and that talent.
I concur.
And then, between the Brewers and the D-backs, I'm also going with the D-backs, because just the way they turn their season around.
You know, I disagree there. I think the Brewers win it. I hate the Brewers, but Prince Fielder, this is last couple weeks with the team, he's going to be on fire.
And then,
Yeah. And this is last games as a Brewer, so he's going to make the most of it.
exactly, man.
So, Cardinals versus Diamondbacks. Who do you got going to the World Series?
I've got the Cardinals. I think they will win the series 4-0. I think they'll sweep. I think they'll be pumped up after beating the Phillies, and that they're just hot.
That's an interesting choice. I'm going to kind of be an upset guy here, picking the Diamondbacks over the Phillies. So I have the Diamondbacks winning the NL pennant.
Well,
Okay, well, I have the Phillies. I'm the only normal one here. Phillies are the best team in baseball. They make the World Series.
that's a safe pick.
Yes, it is. Okay, can you please explain your AL, please?
I can't hear you guys.
Can you explain your predictions for the AL in the MLB playoffs?
Yeah.
Correct.
In the Tigers-Yankees series, I don't know. I think the Tigers are going to sweep the Yankees 3-0. I like their team. I don't like the Yankees.
Same.
I don't like when teams rest their starters. It's usually a super disaster. So I think the Tigers will win that series. And then I think the Rangers will beat the Rays also 3-0 in the series. Because I think the Rays are just going to be done. They're going to be out of gas.
Okay, well, I have the Rays winning, and I have the Yankees winning.
Well, I have the Rays because they are hot. I think they're going to beat the Texas Rangers. They are a hot team. The way they came back to win the wild card, I have them. And then I also have the Tigers because I don't like them, but I don't like the Yankees either.
Right.
So,
Yeah, we hate the Tigers.
all right. So, your AL pick for the World
pennant?
Series?
Tigers and the Rangers.
Yes, who wins?
I think the Rangers are going to win the series not the Rangers, the Tigers are going to win the series 4-2. Like I said earlier, I don't like them, but I think they're a really good team. Verlander, Cabrera.
Verlander is amazing.
I wish he was a Twin. However, I am going to have the Rays beating the Tigers because the Rays are a hot team, and hot teams like the Rays just have that talent. They can go all the way.
Again, I'm the only normal one here. I have the Yankees, the second best team in baseball, making the World Series. Phillies-Yankees World Series rematch.
Sweet.
Okay, who do you have winning the 2011 World Series?
Well, I have the World Series rematch. I have the World Series Cardinals-Tigers rematch 06. I think the outcome is going to be the same now, but it's going to go to 7 games. Cardinals are going to win it in a walk-off.
That is dramatic.
They can't, because AL one, right?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
NL one. Yeah,
The NL one. The NL one. So
Remember
they can
that
walk
game?
off.
They can walk off. They have the home field advantage.
So,
Albert Pujols will hit a walk-off home run in his last at-bat as a Cardinal to win the World Series.
who do you have winning Cy Young?
I have, in which league?
Both.
National League, I have Clayton Kershaw. In AL, I have Verlander.
Okay. Now, my World Series champion, I have the Phillies taking revenge. And they win in a 4-game sweep.
What I have here is the Tampa Bay Rays over the Arizona Diamondbacks in 7 games, dramatic fashion, extreme fashion.
There you have
Dramatic.
it. Now, my Cy Youngs, I have Verlander and Kershaw. I agree with James here. James is smart, I'm smart, so those are totally the outcomes.
All right, I also have Verlander for the AL Cy Young. The NL Cy Young, I have Kennedy. I just think he's great.
Okay.
Because he's actually on a playoff team.
Exactly.
Okay, who's your MVP for each league, Jimmy?
For the National League, I have Albert Pujols. Because when he was out, the team played like crap. But when he came back and started getting hot, so did the Cardinals. And in the AL, I was going to pick Adrian Gonzalez, but the Red Sox choked.
Yes, they did.
So, let's go with Longoria.
Ooh, that's interesting. Okay.
See,
My MVP for the NL, I hate to say it, but Ryan Braun. I hate the Brewers, I hate Wisconsin sports, but he has played amazing. And for the AL, I still think it's going to be Gonzalez. He had an amazing season. I still think it'll be him.
My NL MVP. Be ready for this one. I choose for my MVP of the NL to be Ryan Howard because he is a power hitter and I'm
Really?
a fan of power hitters.
Interesting.
And in the AL,
You already said the AL.
no I didn't.
Oh.
In the AL, I also have Adrian Gonzalez because I don't think they're going to pay attention to the fact that they choked in the final game. I think they're going to pay attention to his overall season stats.
Okay, Jimmy. Please,
alright.
let's have your prediction for the big game you're going to be at. 0-3 Kansas City, 0-3 Minnesota. Who do you have? Score and best player.
My impact player?
Yes.
My impact player, I think it's going to be Michael Jenkins. He is the new pickup.
Sleeper.
And I think, he leads the team in receptions. I think he's going to have a huge game, and he's going to make Minnesota a contender again.
That's a good pick. Who do you have winning?
I don't have anybody winning. I think it's going to be a tie.
Interesting.
Interesting.
That
There's
can
not many
happen.
ties. Yes,
No
not many
team will
people
get their first
realize.
win in that game.
Yes. So, we will
I got
talk
the
to you.
first lead, bye.
We will talk to you later. See you, James.
Okay.
Goodbye, Jimmy. Have a good one. Tailgate fun.
Okay, guys. Now, this has been a long show, so we're just going to say, Gophers win this week, so do the Vikings. We both have that.
I know we haven't discussed much about the Vikings and Gophers in this episode, but I pretty much covered it all in the recap.
It's really good. You should better watch VikingsOwn recap.
So basically, that was our discussion on the show. Now it's time for shout out. Terrance, who's your shout out to?
My shout out is to our Minnesota Twins. I know it was a bad year, but I think them avoiding 100 losses, only getting 99, will lead to a World Series next year. It's just going to excite everyone that they didn't lose 100. Everyone's going to be healthy. We got Mauer. He's going to be healthy. Morneau. He's going to be healthy. I think if we add an ace alongside Laureano, Mr. No-Hitter, we will be the World Series champions.
That's a pretty good shout out. I don't know how I'm going to top that, but I'm going to give my shout out to Twitter because it is great to tweet. Please
Follow
follow
us.
me. Please follow me at VikingsOwn on Twitter, at VikingsOwn18 on Twitter. It is a great time and a great day to be a Viking.
Please watch Big Ten football. We're excited. Big
Gophers.
college game day. We got the big Gopher game.
The Big House. We're playing at the Big House against Michigan. It is going to be great. Go Gophs. VikingsOwn out. Out. Out.